Hello guys, welcome back for another build guide. I leveled up a monk. First I wanted to make a Chahuila monk, but it's a little bit garbage in my opinion. Even with the rework it's just not there. They should reconsider a few things. But anyway, so this is an Invoker monk. First, please subscribe. We are very close to hit 6k subscriber. And like this video, it helps my channel a lot. Okay, so let's see the skills. We are using Ice Strike. This is our main damage dealer. We had it at 225k damage per second, but this is not the real number because in combat it goes up over 1 million. As you can see here, Zest, T3 Zest is like 3 seconds and dies, and this number is over 1 million, but we have around 5 or 4 million damage per second with the Tempest Bell on bosses, so it's pretty high. I won't go through every support gem because all of them will be in the planner and it takes a lot of time. So I will just try to explain how the build works and you can see it on the planner. After this we are using Shattering Palm. This mostly for maps or trash mobs, and it's pretty effective. The Ancestral Call support gem is amazing here, and I'm using Rigwald's Ferocity for more attack speed. Next is Hand of Chahuila. We use this for power charge generation with this lineage support gem and with the combo support gem, and I have Voltic Mark in it. As you stack up combos and you use it, you will get guaranteed power charge, and we need this because the next spell is charge stuff, and we are using this because it gives us a lot of more damage and area, and we need the power charges for this. Tempest Bell for bosses, it's pretty amazing. I have the Rakitas Flow in here. And other than that is the Rage Forged. This is pretty cool because it consumes rage, so your rage on Ice Strike will be never maxed, so you will have the 15% more attack speed at all time when you're hitting a boss. Next we have a lot of spirit skills, Rod of Thunder, Rod of Ice, and custom critical with arc. This makes mapping pretty easy. Your arcs are everywhere. And I have Trinity. It's a very big damage boost. And now let's see the items and the passive tree. So we are now at the expensive territory, of course. We have pretty high gear. It's like 10, 20, 30 divine orbs per piece, but we are not at the mirror category, at the multiple mirror category. We are way lower than that. And for example, this ring I crafted. I will put the shorts up soon. So that's why I'm farming Breach a lot, because this is like the third free attack breach ring that I crafted with nice resist and rarity. These worth a lot. So I think this ring, I could sell this for the 100 divine orb, but I'm using it for now. Same with this. I crafted this also. So a lot of good stuff comes from breach. So weapon, this is the same weapon that I used with the Chronomancer. The only difference is I tried to use an Omen of Light and have a higher critical chance on it because it was only 1%, but it's pretty expensive and it doesn't work out, so I have now 10% increased spirit reservation on it, but ideally you want 4 or 5% critical hit chance for more damage, but I don't want to spend more divine. We need a lot of energy shield recharge rate and faster start of energy shield recharge. It's pretty important because I have now at 1.5. This can be much lower if you put more points on the tree and have better items, but we don't really need it actually. I was using this belt until I find the Headhunter. This was 1 second, even under 1 second, because I was using a few nodes here and here. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they damage you and you almost at the same moment you start recharging energy shield, but you don't really need it because you clear the whole screen with the build at this point. Early on, maybe better, but you don't need this belt. If you have Headhunter, it's like a very big difference on mapping if you have Headhunter or if you don't have it. This is like I don't know, it's the biggest buff in the game for mapping. On gloves, I have this 100% increased effect socketed items glove still. I have magnitude of non-damage alignments on it. I don't want to buy the attack speed runes because they are expensive, and I'm not 100% sure it would be much better because I have 96% shock on the enemies, on the bosses, especially when we hitting them because of the Voltic Mark and because of this it's a lot of plus damage. We don't need the attack speed. Boots, try to have move speed and calculate your resist. I bought these boots pretty early on for like 5 or 6 divine, or I don't know. Now these are of course more expensive because inflation hit hard in this game. On the ring you need a leech, mana leech, for at least for one item. The 7% is enough. I don't have mana problems because of this node, the Walker of the Wilds. We have a lot of elemental damage, so when you hit something, your mana is always back at full. And on the amulet, we have a +3 level to melee skills, and we have resist on it and a lot of defense. We want energy shield, global defense, and I have storm charge on it for the crit chance and the elemental damage. It's a pretty nice amulet. On the second hand, we have the Sigil of Power, because it gives a lot of damage to the arc when we kill a boss, because you will proc it a lot of times, so it gives damage to arc. It's nice. I have the Fall of the Axe, Stun Charm, and this Howling Charm for when you get freeze. And this is basically it. On the body armor, faster start of energy shield, and try to have the highest energy shield you can get, because on the Ascendancy we are using this node. So if you have more energy shield on this, or more sockets, because there are like 70 or 80 and 100 divine orb shields or body armors that are pretty nasty with high energy shield, you will have more spirit, so you don't need to use this node. So this would give you another big damage boost, because you can use that 3 points elsewhere, like here for these. Another 40% of the damage, it would be nice. So the skill trees looks like this. We try to get every damage nodes we can get. We have CI, of course, Walker of the Wilds, and Coming Calamity. Try to have a time lost Sapphire here with crit chance, crit damage, and faster start of energy shield recharge. Then I have a few blue gels with faster start and maximum energy shield, crit chance, crit damage. This is the same. I don't have the Ice Strike +3 jewel, and I don't think we need it actually. It would give just a little bit more mana cost. And on the Ascendancy we have the Sunder My Enemies, and I'm using the Unbound Avatar because on bosses, and actually on the mapping, if you just swap your weapon, you can use it when it's stacked up, and you stacking up pretty fast. And because we have a lot of increased skill effect duration on the second hand, it's a 30-second buff, so it's pretty long actually. It's a really big damage boost because it's like 40% more elemental damage. It's huge. It's more, not increase, it's more, it's a lot. The only sad thing that you don't have the option to use it on only the second weapon, so you need to switch your weapon before you use it. As you can see, if I'm switching weapons on the main hand, it would be only 13 seconds, and here is 31. That's huge. I hope they will fix these kind of things and give us the option to use the Ascendancy spells on the first hand or in the second hand. It would be important. So this is basically it. It's a pretty strong Ascendancy, the Invoker, and the Ice Strike skill with the Shattering Palm is awesome. It feels really nice on maps. I usually just farm Breach now because I hate the item management on maps, or the hustle for crafting a tier 16 is just I mean, I want to make a video about mapping, what's the points that they should improve on it. So yeah, if you are leveling up a monk, try to build this. In my opinion, it's pretty strong even in the early stages. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this build, and please subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.